It's good to have a friend like DT Suzuki in my head. I'm like, fuck the Gila, maybe, because there's all those assholes from the military. Maybe I'll just go, you know, in a few years and just get a trailer and have a shed with the fridge and the air conditioner thing in it with some with two solar panels and two solar battery generators, and just stay there until they clean up. And then says, I gotta have contingency plans, right? And Suzuki's like looking at me like I'm Popeye or a hamburger, and I'm like, what are you looking at me like this for? He goes, Earl, what? That's like giving the 10-year-old the keys to the car and say your bank account's real. No, go get a 6-pack and fuck your sister on the way out the door, and after that kick your mom in the teeth. It's like, shut up. It's like, Earl, you're giving Don Juan Trump and the Musk and their child rapists at the military that handle them permission to do whatever they want when you agree to that and say, well, here's my next move, here's what I'll do. No. They don't tell you what to do. You tell them. You're the one getting artificial intelligence to be actually intelligent and not a cowardly little Flavisham like Jeffrey Hinton and the rest of those pussy faces. You're right. If you're going to be the standard that has general intelligence on technology be actual intelligence, you're going to have to just tell them, fuck no. No, that's unacceptable. I said Lord's Prayer. Now, okay. Now, Elon Musk, if you want to go live at the KOA at the Floridas and Deming, while we're all waiting to be treated with dignity and respect, not waiting, we're all waiting for our houses to be built because it takes time to build a good adobe. You go do that and have Don Juan live in the spot next to you. Oh, I think Melania will love it. And his college kid will come home and say, Dad, this is great, man. Let's go hiking in the Floridas. There's hardly anybody here. Well, it's sparsely populated because there's not a good source of water. It's not like the Huachucas or the Chiricahuas or the Oregons. So, But people who are spyware child molesters, should probably hang out at mountains where there's not a lot of water and just sit there and say, well, no one wants to fight me for this ground, so I'm safe here, right? Yeah, and you're safe. Other people are safe from you too, right? So, and there's no timetable now. Okay. Now. Okay. I said an adobe, with my basketball barn, and now. No, I'm not giving you till the 22nd of May or anything like that. We're past the 22nd of May. No. Now. I said now. I said Lord's Prayer. Now, I said, está aquí hoy. It's almost supper time, and you're still fucking children in the skull with your science projects because you're disgusting pigs. Okay? Fuck you. Okay? And I expect Amy to be able to come out there, and I expect to, stuff, and so I expect to, I don't know about vehicles and stuff like that. We live out in a remote area and stuff like that. Just whatever is the most efficient and intelligent vehicle to have. If we're not driving a lot, if it's more intelligent to have a combustible engine because it's less volatile and less dangerous in case of mishaps because you're not doing the technology right because you're doing it for profit instead of sharing, caring, building according to me is the last, we'll have the best vehicle available to be able to travel if we need to in case of emergencies. Okay. I expect a good water source. I expect a good garden. And the Gila, yeah, that sounds good. What about down here? You will fix this ecosystem. You'll bring down that dam. You will tear down those fucking windmills from hell that are causing horrible weather conditions in tornadoes across the Midwest. So you can make lots of fake ass money by manipulating the grid. You'll bring down all those solar panel things. You'll put them on individual housing uses, give it to people that have served their country and got murdered for money, and you will no longer have them murder for money or be murdered for money. Okay, this isn't up for debate. And I'm not a god. I'm the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And if you guys keep trying to fuck with people's heads by using the spirit of me as a god in your fucked up little head, nobody's going to ever want to hear you talk about your dysfunctional sex life to music for money anymore, because money's not real. Like that one engineer kid, the electrical engineer. Let's pretend money's not real. Okay, it's not pretend. Money's not real. Proverbs is correct. Okay. So give people empathy and respect and the dignity they deserve. Okay, that's where they live. We're going to build them a house. Okay. Okay. All the chapel bells were ringing. Was a great day in his life, and the song that they were singing was for Jimmy and his wife, little Jimmy Brown, and the little congregation. They didn't play for guidance from above. Why? Because we're not NASA head fuckers. And the little congregation prayed for humility and dignity and respect, like King Solomon and David, and we're not crazy people running around going, hey, look at the sky, think the sky is falling chicken little. Do you understand? You're going to get your shit straight, assholes. Well, because Suzuki straightened me the fuck right out. He goes, no, Earl, no. You're the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. You're the man who performed perfect, faithful commands and executes and understands and explains perfect, eternal, faithful commands. Okay, it's not Musky Tusky. It's not Don Juan de Stinko Fucko. It's not, hey, Joe, say it ain't so by Diniano. It ain't Pope Leo, hey, forget about it. Saskatchewan is a very nice place. You might like rooting for the Rough Riders in Regina at the games that don't charge money, but you'll have to probably try to get a seat. You'll have to say, oh, are there any seats left? Okay, I'd like to reserve me one on this computer thing. And say, okay, get a little thing that says, hey, I'm Pope Leo, and then I'm in seat 85, row 7, gate 10, or whatever it's called. I don't know. Don't care. No, I don't. The old mosaic. I liked the old one better than the new one. The old one just had charm. They probably tore it down. Probably so. They do that all the time. Everything you have a place with charm, and they go and they yell for the foosball game. They tear it down and build a new one that has less charming. They do that a lot. You know, the Boston Garden, yeah. Madison Square Garden, yeah. They haven't torn down the Grand Old Lady in L.A. Well, that's because so many mass murderers went through there. And we're in the big boxes and set in the right places that, just so much memories of being the most celebrated mass murderers in the history of dropping bombs on people. It's real hard to tear down. Okay, you might want to tear that one down. What about the Rose Bowl? Walk around it, sit there and think to myself, how many mass murderers sat here and had people kiss their ass to continue fucking and fighting and killing over money? Do you want to play sports games there? We could build a new one. What about SoFi? Fuck SoFi. It's disgusting. I don't ever want to go to that fucking building. I don't want to go to Legion either. They're fucking disgusting. It's bad enough that I had to sit there with all the mass murderers mocking me at Aggie Memorial. And they tore up the grass and put down carpet. Right? Because they're assholes. Because when you circulate water and you take water that doesn't cost money and you put it on that grass, it goes up into the air and then tells the clouds, yelp, we're alive. No way. Yeah, way. Yeah. The better you circulate the water, the more healthy you circulate the water, the better the ecosystem hurts. You mean like a heart pumping through the blood without the... Yeah, go figure. Does the body sit there and say, hey, store all the blood in the brain because the brain's most essential and we're going to need it for a rainy day? No, it doesn't do that. Right, I know. Yeah, you guys should have a prayer with Haile Selassie. Stop turning him into your whack-out money tribal sex god and talk to him as a human being that understands you and loves you. You won't be on Kimmel asking for more money to fuck. And leave those kids' Halloween candy alone. All Hallows Eve. Hey, let's get dressed up like a bunch of cartoon characters, go to house and take sugar products from corporations that send us to the hospital and give us diabetes. And then you have the little white thing on the back of your thing and look your cat in the eye and then say, hey, I think I want to marry Deepak Chopra's daughter. I want to talk about my dysfunctional sex life for money. Why? That's just fucking crazy. Stand up and live the Lord's Prayer. Okay. So, D.T. Suzuki's the best, isn't he? So, now, I want to see how Amy's doing and give her a hug and a kiss and tell her how much I love her. and how she's not as bad of a person as she thinks she is. All the people that tried to make her feel bad suck ass and cut balls and sodomize, people inappropriately, and then get a delinquent diamond and get off on telling people about it. Yeah, they're sick. Yeah, they are. Might as well be a Navy SEAL. Those mighty men were the Green Berets. Stop killing people because you're addicted to it and telling everybody about how great it is. You tell me one more war story, I swear. Dad has a AK-47, and it's at least 450 from our garbage can to the Martinez's garbage can. I see you coming. Okay, blow you right off the trail. You child molesting murderer. I used to call it airstrikes, and you think 450 yards is 3/4 mile. I don't believe you're an officer, and I don't believe you called in airstrikes to murder people in Vietnam, because you're stupid. Okay, I was the best protector of other people physiologically in my time in the service. I told them to go fuck themselves because they didn't care whether or not my mom lived or died. All they wanted to do was fuck people in the head with science projects for money. Then I went to Sierra Vista and I slammed their dicks in the doors and slammed their vaginas that asked for money shut. And I came to Las Cruces and I cleaned up hell. And now I've been cleaning it ever since. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change is going to come. It's happening right now. Hey, Don Juan and Musky Tusky, you tell your handlers I said now. Okay. If you're a decent person who loves your wives and children, you're excited. If you're not, you're mad because your dick got slammed in the door and your vagina that keeps asking for fuck money got slammed shut. So you decide. You decide. What is real and what is illusion? Okay? Knights in white satin? Yeah, fuck yourself. You're vicious and you're mean. My Amy is far more beautiful than any person that was on the American Music Awards last night, because Amy got home invaded and abused by perverts, while those people with their money and their addiction to their narcissism sit and have sex with narcissists and kiss people as narcissists and have all the other people thinking, living by, oh, I wish I was kissing that guy and that girl on stage like that. Why? They're complete fucking assholes that don't care if your kids are poisoned to death. Oh, well, that's awfully ugly. Yeah, I don't think any of us are going to live vicariously through your sex lives anymore on TV. Once they understand the truth, they ain't going to be enough jails you can send them to, and this is the biggest prison cell in hell. Okay, I love you. Hi. DC Suzuki's awesome. He's such a cool best friend. Not everybody deserves a best friend like ZT Suzuki, but we know I do, right? Okay, guys, I love you. I always people, you're crazy, you talk to Suzuki. Well, he doesn't talk to you, so you can assess that situation to the best of your ability. All right, peace.